So, good morning. Ayan. So, good morning po, good evening, magandang tanghali. So, whatever it is. Ayan. So, for today's topic, pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon yung tinatawag nating Japanese chatter. Ayan. So, last time we discussed about the wayang kulit, which is from the Indonesia. But this time, we are going to talk about the Japanese chatter. So, if you are a grade 8 student or a teacher looking for some reference or some information about the Japanese theater, so magagamit nyo itong video na to. Well, anyway, no, this Japanese theater is just an introduction lang po. Overview lang po ito. So, I will not actually palalalimin pa yung mga information about the Japanese theater since this topic is mainly focuses on grade 8 students. Ayan. So, let us proceed. Now, before I start, I would like to ask you some experience about the stage play. So, did you ever experience about the chatter play? I'm sure majority sa inyo, lalong-lalo na sa mga kabataan natin, no, from the public school or maybe ilan sa mga private school is medyo bihirang maka-experience ng ganitong stage play. Here in the Philippines, meron din naman tayo tinatawag na stage play. But syempre hindi yan ang ating topic. So our topic is play from the Japanese theater. So mamaya ipapaliwanag ko sa inyo kung anong tawag to sa Japanese theater nila. Okay? So yung iba sa atin, no, kapag nakapanood na kayo ng theater, usually, most especially if that is a live theater, diba? Sa public school meron naganap na live theater na ginaganap, kung taga Caloocan ka, ginaganap yan sa sports complex yung ilan sa mga live theater. So wherein makikita mo in actual yung mga artist natin, actual silang umaarte, meaning live talaga, di ba? Here, so theater arts. Now let us define first kung ano bang tinatawag nating theater arts. So pag sinabi nating theater arts, one of the ancient traditions of the people in Asia, particularly in Japan, Indonesia, and China. So, meaning to say, no, pag sinabi natin theater arts, actually, hindi lang po ito para sa Japan, Indonesia, and China. Marami po itong sakop. Kasi yung theater arts, wala to sa country eh. So, pag sinabi natin theater arts, art is everywhere, arts is everything. So, but then, pag-uusapan natin muna yung theater arts from the Japan. Diba? So, yung theater arts from the Indonesia is yung wayang kulit na naibanggit ko na sa previous video ko, sa mga previous lesson ko. Ayan. Okay, next tayo. Here, Japanese theater. From the Japanese theater, meron silang tinatawag na Ikebana and the Cherry Blossoms. If, I think, when you say Cherry Blossoms in Japanese term, that is a sakura yata. Ayan, alam ko sakura yan eh. Now, in Japan, Japan is actually rich in culture and traditions. Ikebana and cherry blossoms, to name a few, this represents the beauty of its cultural heritage. Here in Japan, most of the time, when they conduct their arts or theater arts, most likely makakakita kayo ng iba't ibang, or not iba't ibang, common na yung cherry blossoms as part of their decoration sa kanilang theater play, so theater arts. Diba? Nandiyan yung Ikebana, nandiyan din yung sakura, yung tinatawag natin cherry blossoms. So, ilan lamang ito sa mga bagay na nagpapakita kung gaano kalawak at kayaman yung kultura when it comes to Japanese theater. Okay, we are now going to discuss about the No and Kabuki. Ayan. So, if you may observe, kung makikita ninyo, most especially sa mga kabataan natin dyan, kapag nakakita ng ganito, talagang natatakot sila, di ba? Talagang kabado sila, di ba? Well, anyway, syempre, lalo na kung first time ninyong makita, normal lang yan, makakakita ng, or normal yung reactions sa kanila, no? Ilan sa mga student ko before, sinasabi nila, "Sir, bakit ganyan? Nakakatakot, bakit ganun?" Diba? Wala naman dapat ikatakot yan. That is an art. Diba? That is an art, and that art is very normal. That is very common to them. Diba? So, proceed tayo. Focus tayo ulit sa No and Kabuki. Next is yung tinatawag nating No and Kabuki. Ayan, share ko lang, no? Medyo i-share ko lang ng kaunti. Dito sa ating mask, dito sa gilid. Most likely, most of my previous students, sinasabi nila, nakakatakot daw to. Itong mask from the No. Okay. Actually, there is nothing to worry about this mask naman. Kasi, well, anyway, at first glance talaga nga namang nakakatakot, nakakakaba. Pero, that is an art, and nothing is, nothing to worry about dito sa picture na to. This one is very common, very traditional, and this one is part of an art. Walang walang kakaiba. From Japan, common yan sa kanila. Okay, it is an art. Yun ang isipin ninyo, di ba? Next is itong nasa kabilang side is yung Kabuki. Ayan, wherein medyo exaggerated yung makeup. Unlike here sa No, medyo common lang and almost like halos wala nang ka-makeup. Pero dito sa Kabuki yan, medyo exaggerated. Actually, lahat halos or whole face po yung mini-makeupan. Okay? Sige, next tayo. Let us define what is a No and what is a Kabuki. So, when you say No, this one is an older form of classical Japanese drama. Okay? Known for its slow, stylized movements, use of masks, and deep symbolic storytelling. So, in other words, no, ito po ay traditional, older version of Kabuki, wherein stylized movements, use of mask, and deep symbolic storytelling. Usually, halos wala tong nakahalong extra effects. Okay? Wala to halos nakahalong contemporary elements. This one is just totally ordinary. Very common. Diba? Bago kasi nagkaroon ng Kabuki, ang tawag sa Kabuki before is a No. Okay? Classical Japanese drama. Ganyan yung pinaka-common nila. So, unfortunately, hindi ko siya maipapakita dito kasi baka makopyright. But then, I will provide a link kung saan nyo mapapanood itong No and Kabuki para mas magkaroon pa kayo ng idea kung ano bang nagaganap sa No. Okay? So, dito no, may makikita naman kayong tinatawag nating, huwag kayong kakabahan ha. Relax lang. Ayan. So, ito po, yung tinatawag nating makeup from the No. Actually, hindi siya makeup. That is a mask. Okay? But, you will notice there, from there, yung mask nila is wala halos decorations. Usually, plain white. Meron niyang konting butas sa eyes, sa bibig, and syempre sa nose. Ayan. And then, that's it. Usually, white na siya halos. So, ganyan lang yung pinaka-common sa, standard makeup from the No Japanese theater. Okay? Next is yung tinatawag nating Kabuki. So, when you say Kabuki, it's more on vibrant and dramatic featuring, more on elaborative costumes and makeup and exaggerated performances. Unlike dito kasi sa No, there is no exaggeration when it comes to their movement. Pero dito, merong exaggeration. Meron ng halong contemporary. If you know what I'm talking about the contemporary, meron na siyang ganon. And the makeup is exaggerated, kagaya na sabi ko, di ba? Meron na rin costumes, di ba? Nahaluan na ng iba't ibang elements of arts. Okay? So, ito yung isang halimbawa ng picture na ipapakita ko. So, kagaya niyan. So, that is an example of Kabuki makeup. From the No, gumagamit sila ng mask. Dito sa Kabuki, meron silang makeup na ginagamit. But still, they may still use a mask pa rin naman, wherein yun yung lalagyan nila ng makeup. But then, sa Kabuki, yan yung ginagamit nila. Okay? Sige, proceed tayo. Okay, dito naman is yung tinatawag nating Sakura. Ayan. So, dito sa Sakura, kagaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, in English, I think this one is a cherry blossom. Okay? So, did you know that Sakura is one of the popular traditional songs of Japan? So, kung ikaw yung isang estudyante ko, malamang alam mo na to at kabisado mo na to at rinding ka na dito. Di ba? Rinding ka na dito sa pagpapamemorize ko sa'yo ng kantang Sakura. Okay, so shout out na lang dyan sa mga estudyante ko kung alam niyo yung sinasabi ko. But anyway, no? So when you say sakura, it is translated as cherry blossoms in English. So as I said earlier, wherein sakura is the most common type of tree. Tree na meron sa sakura na lagi at madalas nating nakikita. Okay? Sige, next. Dito naman, no? Proceed tayo sa pentatonic scale. Matanong ko lang, no? Are you familiar sa iba't ibang what you call this, iba't ibang chords, iba't ibang yung mga letters na nakikita nyo sa gitara, if you know how to read a chords, let's say chords from the guitar, chords from the piano, ayan. So dito sa pentatonic scale, this one is a pattern mainly developed by using the pentatonic style. Yan, galing from China. Okay? So wherein the music from the Japanese theater, it was actually adapted from the China. So naka-plot doon yung style ng music nila. Wherein this style is mostly used in the performance of no and kabuki. So as I said earlier, no, yung Japanese theater, there must be a sounds, may background yan. And that background, gumagamit sila ng pentatonic scale. And this pentatonic scale is mainly came from the China, wherein they adapt this scale para mailagay nila sa kanilang Japanese theater, which is the no and the kabuki. Okay? Now, sa pentatonic scale, may dalawa po yan. We have the major pentatonic scale and the minor pentatonic scale. So, ano ba tong pinagkaiba nila? So, when I say the major pentatonic scale, ito yung sabi dito, no, it is a happy, bright sounding scale. So, medyo positive ang vibes nito, di ba? Ayan, positive ang vibes, walang kahit anong sign of, alam mo yun, yung sadness, yung parang may nangyaring masama sa part ng Japanese theater, walang ganon. So, when it comes to this scale, laging happy and bright sound lang yung maririnig mo. So, what are these chords na meron sa pentatonic scale? So, usually, they are C major pentatonic. So, meron tayong C, meron tayong D, E, and G, and A. So, C major sila, yung ginagamit nila. So, when they use these chords, so usually, it represents a major pentatonic scale. So, mean to say, the scene from the Japanese theater is most likely happy. Usually, in bright sounding scale, positive yung eksena na nagaganap sa no or kabuki. On the other hand, meron naman tayong tinatawag na minor pentatonic scale. Ayan. So, when you say minor, most likely, more on emotional. So, kanina sa major, medyo positive. This one, negative. So, yung mga nagaganap sa part ng eksena ng Japanese theater, if the scene is about, let's say, love song, tragedy, or yun nga, emotional, usually, they use a minor pentatonic scale. Chords, diba? So, ano itong mga chords na ginagamit nila? Meron tayong A, C, D, E, and G, D, E, and G, diba? So, once the scene is nakafocus sa emotional aspect, from the major, lumilipat sila sa minor pentatonic scale. So, just remember lang po, no, sa dalawang pentatonic scale, dalawa lang yan. Major and the minor. And remember also the chords na ginagamit nila. Okay? Sige, next tayo. Next naman is we are going to discuss about, ito medyo mahirap to, ni-research ko pa talaga kung paano to i-pronounce. So, sana tama yung sasabihin ko, no? Ayan. So, ito yung tinatawag natin Ippon Choshi. Okay? Ippon Choshi. Ayan, di ba? Angas, no? Konnichiwa. Ayan, yung mga ganun. Okay, Ippon Choshi. Ano ba tong Ippon Choshi? Nakakabulo. Medyo nakakabulo lang yung pagpinibigkas siya. Okay, so ano ba tong Ippon Choshi? So when I say Ippon Choshi, one of the key features of Japanese theater is the vocal technique. So in other words, no, when I say Ippon Choshi, vocal techniques. Now, hindi ko rin siya syempre may papakita sa inyo example ng Ippon Choshi here. But, so, as I said earlier, pwede kong ilagay yung link ng mga example ng Japanese theater ng no and kabuki that represents or that shows Ippon Choshi. Yan. Pwede ko ilagay yan doon sa description. Okay? So, just remember lang, no, pag sinabing iponchoshi, vocal technique po ito. Wherein, there is a continuous pattern. Okay? Iponchoshi is used in speeches building up to an explosive climax. In the aragato, pag sinabing aragato, oversized, supertonal, rough style. Okay? So, nandun yan kapag search natin. Di ba? Or yung pag sa ipoprovide kong link, makikita nyo kung ano yung ponchoshi. Medyo nakakaputol to ng hininga kapag hindi nyo gamay ang ganitong klaseng techniques. Okay? Sige. Next naman tayo. Okay, so sabi ko dito, no, it requires an extraordinary breath control that only few experts succeed in achieving. So, gaya nga nasabi ko, di ba? Extraordinary. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito basta-basta na-attain lang na pag humawa ka ng microphone, makukuha mo agad ng isang kuhaan. Hindi. It requires a training. May pagdadaanan kang training dito hanggang sa ma-reach mo yung talagang original na iponchoshi. Ayan. So, na-try ko kasi itong mapanood sa video and hindi ko na tinangkang gayahin. Unang-una, hindi ko gamay pa ang pagsasalita ng Nihongo. But then, nakita ko talagang napakahirap gayahin ng kanilang kanta. 'Di ba? Kung gayahin mo man at magaya mo man, so pwede naman, posible naman, pero kailangan proper training kasi nga extraordinary breath control ito. Pero syempre, kung isa kang professional singer, ayan, kung ikaw ay isang, alam mo na, magaling, yun nga, gaya nga sabi ko, pro, walang problema to sa'yo. Medyo, ang aralin mo nga lang is yung pagpo-pronounce ng kanilang language. Diba? Okay, sige, next. Okay, let us talk about the vocal instrumental features of the Japanese theater. So, ano bang meron dito sa Japanese theater na to? Okay, so we got the shamisen music. Okay, so paano sinabi natin shamisen music? Usually, this one is a music more on performed by a shamisen instrument. Ayan. So, traditional Japanese 3-string instrument that resembles a lute or a banjo. So, the shamisen is plucked with a large spectrum. Ito yung hawak niyang malaking pick. Sa gitara, pick ang tawag dyan. Ito, sa kanya, ayan. Itong nakikita niyo dyan sa gilid. Okay? So, and produce a unique twangy sound that can be both percussive and melodic. So, ito, kung napanood nyo na yung One Piece from the Wano episode, meron yan sa opening sound nila. Okay, opening soundtrack nila. Yung unang tumutugtog doon na babae, ang gamit ng instrument doon is a shamisen. And that is a shamisen music. Diba? So, you may try to research about that episode para magkaroon din kayo ng idea kung ano ba itong shamisen music. Okay? Sige. So, from the shamisen music, usually, it was always, or not always, but in general, it is performed into a Shinto shrines. Diba? Tinatawag tong kagura. Okay? So, ano ba tong Shinto shrines? So, when you say Shinto shrines, medyo nakakabulol. These are sacred places in Japan where people worship kami. When say kami, these are the spirits. They are talking about the spirits, the deities, or the sacred powers of the nature in Shinto. Most of the Japan's indigenous religion. Ayan. So, kapag may mga ganyan, usually may mga ritual na nagaganap sa Japan, sa Shinto shrines, majority ng kanilang instrument na ginagamit is from the shamisen music. Kasi nga, yun na, they worship their own kami. Okay, because they believe in spirits, deities, and sacred powers from the Shinto shrine. Okay? Sige. Next, no. Ayan, nabanggit ko na kanina yung no. So, ano lang natin uli ng konti. So, pag sinabi natin no, a chant derived from the Shomyo. Okay, rich in tradition of Buddhist chanting, down to the folk songs and fashionable songs of the day. So, gaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, sophisticated and rich tradition of the Buddhists. So, sa no kasi, unlike sa kabuki, exaggerated. Ito sophisticated, meaning to say, every movements must be, alam mo na, accurate, sakto doon sa tema na ipinapakita ng no Japanese theater. Diba? Kailangan sakto lang siya. There is no exaggeration. More on traditional lang talaga siya. Okay? Sige, next. Nagauta. Okay, pag sinabi naman nating nagauta, ito po is a shamisen music. Diba? The most popular shamisen music is a nagauta. So, this is an example of shamisen music, nagauta. Okay, pag sinabing nagauta, long song, which is reached a golden age in the first half of the 19th century as a dance music for the henge, mono, or quick change of pieces. So, ito yung series of songs wherein tuloy-tuloy. Halos actually, pag nag-pluck sila ng string ng kanilang shamisen, wala tong hinto. Dire-diretso, tuloy-tuloy yan. Okay? So, hanggang sa, ayan. So, hanggang sa matapos sila yung part or yung scene sa isang theater arts, tuloy-tuloy nilang tutugtugin yung kanilang shamisen instrument. Okay? And that shamisen music ay tinatawag na nagauta. Pag sinabi nating nagauta, long song po ang ibig sabihin. Okay, pakitandaan naman po yan. Sige, next tayo. Okay, this nagauta is very flexible, can be performed by shamisen or by entire orchestra of the 20 musicians. So, ibig sabihin, no, you may play a shamisen instrument by only the shamisen alone, or it can be accompanied by the entire orchestra. Around 20 musicians. Siyempre, para hindi ma-overpower yung ano natin, yung shamisen. Diba? So, very flexible din yung shamisen. Pwede din siyang i-attach sa iba pang instrument, musical instrument. Okay. Ayan. So, I think that is the end of our lesson about the Japanese theater. Now, sa Japanese theater, no, very, to wrap it up, ang Japanese theater, alam niyo naman, pag Japanese, very keen sila sa details. Diba? Lalo na sa no. Hindi pwede doon ng exaggerations. Pag sa kabuki naman, mas lalong keen sila sa details, mas lalo nilang na-apply yung creativity nila kasi nandun yung tinatawag nating contemporary. Diba? Talagang ina-apply nila yung creativity, pinapasok nila lahat ng arts and elements na pwede nang ilagay para mas mapaganda pa yung kabuki. Okay? So, once again, no, if you want to watch some video about the Ippon Choshi, about the no theater or kabuki Japanese theater, no, ilalagay ko po yung description sa ating, yung video, or yung link sa description. Ayan, ano ba yan? Nalilito na ako. Okay, so ilalagay ko yung link dyan sa description, and you may, alam nyo na, pwede nyong bisitahin para magkaroon din kayo ng idea. Okay? So, I hope you like this lesson. So, please subscribe, like, or follow po. Para syempre, makapaggawa pa tayo ng ilan pang sa mga lessons. And syempre, para matulungan natin yung iba nating mga learners na naghahanap ng reference or maiksing discussion about sa mga topic na gusto nilang malaman. So, once again, no, this is from The Bright Mind. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like. Please like, follow, and goodbye.